Hello everybody! Using my Stanley cup again and this beautiful cream color. We just got back from Birmingham from a lovely experience at Selfridges. The Dior team have hosted us for a personal I would say fragrance experience consultation. It was so nice. They've got this really nice pop-up currently at Selfridges in Birmingham, but they've got a similar thing going on in Manchester as well and in London. So if you're in any place, I recommend wholeheartedly going in there, getting a proper consultation. You'll get some champagne, you'll get to experience the whole range of fragrances, the exclusive Dior fragrances, and choose your favorite. It's just such a nice experience. And then we had a lovely dinner at Fumo, and it's part of their like Valentine's offering, because you can get loads of different experiences. They always have like fun additional stuff going on for Valentine's Day, and this year they've got in Birmingham like this Cupid's Kiss booth where you can get your touch up of your lipstick done for free, and then you get a free lipstick as well, like a mini lipstick. And yeah, you can just book a whole day out in Selfridges in Birmingham. But I'll show you this beautiful packaging and what we got, which fragrances we went for. So this comes in a beautiful dust bag. I always keep those. I've got tons of different dust bags, and when I travel with fragrances, I often will put them in there, or I'll use them for different purposes. Look at this beautiful box. I mean, the packaging is just amazing, absolutely amazing, from Christian Dior. It was such a nice experience. So I went with Matty because I always love to do things with Matty like this. Man, do you want to see how it's packaged beautifully? Look at this.
Yeah, that's nice.
So nice.
Got some samples as well here.
Yeah, we've got samples and we've got lovely fragrances. So for you, you have chosen Purple Oud. There we go. Beautiful scent. How would you describe it? Why did you choose it?
It's not in the name, but it's leathery, dry, quite sophisticated.
Yeah, a bit fruity as well, I would say.
That's why also I like it, because it gives it that twist. So
it's lovely. And I got Spice Blend. So happy.
open it.
The bottles are just the best, and the spray on this is so good. So now we've got Vanilla Diorama Fève Delicieux, which is discontinued.
First spray, it was empty before I sprayed.
Mossy wants to smell, yes. Yes, you also have to spray. Look at this bottle, it's just stunning. I love the bottles. And for me, Spice Blend is just, it's so good.
Oof. This is luxury.
Man, this is, because I do prefer men's fragrances, this is kind of manly in a way, don't you think? Spice Blend.
Can I smell it?
It has got like
but
a bit of this. I love Versace Prom, for example, that fragrance, and it's so shower fresh, and this is kind of fresh at the same time, but really spicy. Such a lovely, just gentle spiciness, and it's perfect for layering also with other fragrances, which is amazing. That the guy there said that Purple Oud and Spice Blend, they mix really beautifully together, and they totally do. But we liked so many other scents, man. It's just too many, you know how you are with perfumes, it's really hard. But we got a sample of our other favorites, Ambre Nuit, and also Matty absolutely loves New Look. This one is a powerhouse. It's this incensey, frankincense, just such a unique fragrance, and it's so good. And then you've got a pillow as well. What do you do with this pillow? It's so cute. Maybe we'll just leave it for Moshi. This can be Moshi's pillow. This is a pillow. Let's leave it for Moshi. Moshi, do you want a pillow? For sleepies. So at least he also gets a present. So that was that. I'm severely dehydrated, so I have to drink because I am so... When I'm out and about, I don't drink pretty much anything. I don't know if you're the same, but I'm a person, I just get this thing that it's hard for me to sometimes even eat, probably because I get stressed by a lot of different situations, and I don't just don't drink much. But I was thinking today, because Mate, we had a nice dinner, he had some wine, and I just like sipped, not even sipped, like just just put my tongue in just to taste the wine, and also limoncello that we got offered, and it was so nice. But that got me thinking that I now haven't drunk alcohol for 5 months. It's like 5 months, a couple of days or something, because of my anxiety. So I stopped because of my anxiety, because if you didn't know, alcohol makes your overall anxiety level higher, even if you drink once a week. It just does. That's our like body chemistry. And because I struggle with anxiety, and it's not like I'm just saying, oh, I struggle with anxiety, because I know that, you know, it's such a popular thing to say, but when I say I struggle with anxiety, it is no joke, okay? It has gotten me like on the floor, unable to eat, drink, do anything for days. So it's not like just a thing that I'm saying like, oh, I've got anxiety, oh, because it's cool. No, it's really serious. So I thought I would do anything to make myself overall better, and that's what I've chosen to do. And even when I was like just tasting it, licking the rim of the glass, it's a bit disgusting, but anyway, I was like, oh, I'll just try it, like, because I wanted to taste it, because Matthew was saying like, oh, this wine is absolutely amazing, it's the best wine he's ever drunk. I was like, oh, I want to at least taste it. But I will say that my taste has changed, because previously, like, I loved red wine, and I just like licked it and I was like, it just didn't taste that good. And also limoncello, it was burning like my tongue, my mouth, because it was so strong. But in the past, like, I loved the taste of liquor, like sweet Cointreau, or like just Polish Soplica, if you know what it is. Those are like so nice and sweet for me, but I was like, oh, it's burning me. So it's interesting how that has changed. And my experience, like, I'm not telling anybody anything, it's like not full-on advice. I just think that the results for me overall have been great, because I'm getting better. Overall anxiety levels, just happiness levels are, I can see a difference. And for me, it's something that, because when you are anxious, I've been told that people often find things that resolve that anxiousness. So I didn't want to make alcohol to be that thing, if that makes sense. I didn't want to maybe start drinking to relax myself, because I couldn't relax. Like, for example, when we were going to Norway on the plane, KLM, very, very good airline. I've only had very good experiences, even when we had the worst flight ever. They are very, very good. The stewardesses were lovely on that airplane, and I was crying, I was very anxious, but they gave me a goodie bag at the end, very lovely, with like a handwritten card with well wishes. It was so good. But they gave me wine, and they just put like wine sauce everything. And I thought, very funny. I get totally what they mean, but at the same time, I think, like, I don't want myself to be using alcohol as a solution, because if I start using it as a solution, that's not a great relationship with alcohol and anxiety. That is, you know, that is not a medication to treat my anxiety or make myself avoid the feeling of anxiety. I just have to sit with it, have to let it happen. And I know many of you under my first anxiety video have said, oh, can you share maybe some tips, or like, how do you deal with it? Because many people have said that they also do struggle with this, and I don't feel qualified enough, I would say, to give like an overall advice, but maybe I can make a video of you know, what worked for me. Maybe at the 6-month mark, I think a lot of things happened during those 6 months since I started experiencing, I would say, burdensome anxiety, because previously I've always had it, I just didn't know. And that it was, I just thought it was very normal and everybody else had the same feelings for different things, but it's definitely not. But yeah, if you'd be interested in me making a video like this, what has helped, what kind of books, because I've got one particular book that has made, I would say, the biggest difference. It doesn't cost much, but it was, for me, it was a complete like 190 when I read that book. Even like starting reading it, it already just empowered me so much. So let me know in the comments if you would be interested in a video like this, and then maybe I would like to make it for you. I also wanted to show you the new possession, piano. This is my dream, to be able to just have this piano, and it's beautiful. Look at this. Let's turn it on. I'm learning a new piece of music. We only started about 3 days ago. This is like an entry level clavinova, but I thought I actually don't want to spend too much. The pianos are very expensive, and for me, I've always played on real pianos, and I have to have a digital piano now in this house, but hopefully in the future, if we ever get to live in a Dutch house, then I would love to get like a proper piano, because the feeling is completely different. It's the, what are they called? The keys are so heavy, and it just doesn't fully feel like what I'm used to as a classical pianist. Maybe I'm not like a huge pianist, but I've done a grade 6 here in the UK. That was like 15 years ago or something, and now I don't know if you're the same, but for me, I thought it would be a bit easier to start again, because I haven't read any notes or anything in the meantime. So now, like going back, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to count again what the notes are from the sheet of music, and I was like so just struggling with it now after 3 days of playing like for 10 minutes. The first day I played for a longer time, but then I played like 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, because one of the things that I struggle with is thinking I have to sit down for a full 2 hours to really practice, but I've decided to take that away. I can just sit for 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the time when I have the time to do it, and play and, you know, see how it goes. This is a Chopin piece, Preludio, Opus 28, numero 4, and I've been practicing it a little bit. My left hand, like, that is for me the hard thing to do. Richard. I'm not the best, let's be honest, but I'm trying and I'm really enjoying it. And I think I also have to get like a proper stool, because currently I'm sitting on a chair, but they didn't have like a glossy finish, so I didn't get it. But yeah, I'm learning this, as well as a piece of music I used to know, Fantasy di Mo, this one from Mozart. But yeah, just love this. It gives me so much peace. It's, you know, it's so beautiful. I just sit here with this light on, maybe I put candle there on, and I just practice and practice, and I find it quite therapeutic. It's great to have a hobby that is not a work thing, because everything I do is always work related. This is completely not, so it's very nice to do it. Maybe if you're new, you didn't even know I played the piano, but yeah, I was in a music school in Poland for 6 years. It was like a music school plus normal school at the same time, so the lessons were super long. I stayed twice as long at school than people my age, kids my age, and it was very, very demanding, but I learned a skill, and I kind of didn't want to play for years actually, so because I didn't touch the piano for 15 years, but I think I'm now coming back because it is something that is just nice, and it helps with your memory as well. There has been studies done that it helps to prevent dementia, and I thought it's something that I can do. It's something that I can take up as a hobby again. So yeah, but I think the reason why I stopped touching the piano is because I just remembered the hard stuff, not the good stuff. Usually you remember the good stuff, but just, you know, practicing so many hours, just it being so tiring, and like I just didn't want to do it anymore because it was just there. And then people, you know, adults always asking me to play for them, and I, as an introvert, that was the worst thing when a guest was coming to our house and they were saying, oh, can you please play? Like, oh no. Or like Christmas, on any occasions, I just didn't like to perform, and it just, yeah, I just thought as soon as I'm able to stop, I'll stop. But now I've taken it up again, so